Real low, and then we're just gonna start just like that. Yo, welcome everybody. This is the Shameless Ghost podcast. Happy New Year to y'all. What's good? This is Daniel in this thing.
This is Big Mike.
Yo, Happy New Year. This is Ken.
This is Paul over here.
Hey, Paul in this thing. All right, we got Kenny, we got Mike, we got Dan, and we got Paul. Oh, I said Paul twice. Shit,
Yeah, you did.
Shit, I don't know. All right, yo, what's up? What's good? What's good with y'all boys? How y'all feeling?
I'm good, man. You know it's a new year, so get the chances to do some things differently this time.
Oh, different. You got any resolutions or anything? What you got going for 2020?
Lose some weight.
I'm cutting out the carbs.
Cutting out the carbs. You going vegan?
Nah, I'm just cutting out the carbs for now. I mean, eventually I end up probably becoming vegan for real this time. But
Vegan.
For real? For how many times you tried to become a vegan?
man, twice last year. But I mean, I went pescatarian. It actually worked out for me. I liked it.
You pescatarian now?
Nah. I went
Oh.
pescatarian for like 3 months, and then I cut back a little bit.
Look like you could drop 50,
Paul,
100 pounds or something.
Paul, we not cracking.
No, we not even cracking jokes. We just want to know what the goal for 2020 is. Yo, Ken, what you got?
I need to spend less money on dumb stuff, bro.
Oh, man, I hear that. Like,
That's everybody.
that's everybody. That's my main thing for 2020 is savings. Like, I really have to, like, emphatically, like, make an effort to save money. Like, everything is just so fucking expensive, man. It's crazy.
I like to eat too.
I love eating. Eating is
and
one of the
drink.
best thing there. That's
Eat
the
and
best
drink.
things in life, just eating and drinking, but it costs so much money.
Drinking go good with everything.
That's a fact. Paul, what you got? What you got
It's
for
like
2020?
Stop being gay.
I think I'm going to wrap up my Spanish. I'm taking another Spanish class. I should be.
You speak Spanish? Drop a sentence for the boys. What you got in Spanish?
Hola, mujeres. Me llamo Paul.
I don't know what that means.
Hello, women. My name is Paul.
Yeah.
Of course, that's a sentence you know, but all right, I'm with it.
So I'm going to wrap up my Spanish. And, besides that, it'll help me with my profession and get more clients, grow my business. And that's about it.
You got a business plug this early? What you got? What's your business?
A law firm. Get more clients. There's a lot of Hispanic people out here. So I got to
That's racist.
What do you
finish my
practice?
Spanish.
For your firm, what are you practicing?
Mostly real estate.
That's what's up.
Oh, well, that's
I
cool.
do a little personal injury, but mostly real estate.
Shit. Hey, but back to the 2020 goals and resolutions. The one thing that I did want to do though, like I did want to get in this gym. Like the gym is the hardest thing to like stay in. Like you can start a gym, you can, the first day of the year, that shit gonna be on Smash. You know it's gonna be on Smash. That's gonna be easy. Like 1,000 people in there. Yo, I just want to use this chest press for 2 minutes, my G. Please hurry up.
Yeah.
Like that's the worst thing. But it's like you can't even stay consistent. Like you get that first weekend, that second week, then you get tired one day, then that's the end of it. But
Yeah, once you stop going one day, that one day turns into two,
turn
and
into
then
a week.
2 weeks, and then
You just not there, then you just paying a gym membership.
I've been
though,
out of
bro.
that shit now for a month.
Yeah, no, but we got to start it back. Like I got to get like I've been trying to get a 6-pack for like 3 years. Like I'm trying to look good. You know what I mean? I'm trying to look good.
Yo, you know when I lost weight fastest was for a wedding. So I did what's that thing called? Intermittent fasting.
What the hell is that?
Intermittent fasting is when you like fast for a certain amount of time. So
Yeah.
what I was doing is 2 to 10. I would only eat from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Oh, I heard about that.
And I lost 17 pounds
That sounds
in
crazy.
a month.
That sounds crazy.
What?
Yeah, no, excuse me, 2 months. 2 months.
But still though, 17
Yeah.
pounds, that's good. And
Cause the
you
wedding,
just,
yeah.
you
But
So
just
were you
fasting.
working out with it?
A little bit. So the working out that I was doing on the treadmill. So I do 30 minutes. I run 1 minute, walk 1 minute, run 1 minute,
Damn,
walk
I
1 minute.
hate
That was the
running.
only thing that I was doing. 30 minutes in the intermittent fasting, and I lost 17 pounds 2 months from November to January because the wedding was in January.
So I think I'm actually gonna start this keto shit that everybody been talking about.
Keto worked too.
Yeah, I see that. I know one of my homegirls lost 40 pounds.
Damn.
Yeah, 40, and she looking good now.
She had 40
Well.
pounds to lose.
But she gonna stay a homegirl though.
But you know what is important though. It's important to keep yourself healthy because you got when you look good, you feel good. You got to keep up your body image. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was in the army. For the audience out there, I'm an army veteran. Did a year in Iraq, so like I
Shout
had
out to
that.
the veterans out there.
Sup, veterans? So I had that hardcore army mentality, and it was easy for me to like get in the gym when I came back. But like as the years go on and you start adjusting,
It gets harder and harder.
yeah, I lost that tough discipline mind, and it's like harder and harder to get in the gym. But I still try.
No, I feel you. Yeah, when I was in church last night, speaking about New Year's, and so they got they have the mic, excuse me, not the mic, the camera, and they showing the audience. And I'm sitting down,
Yeah.
and my stomach is
Oh,
looking
that
like,
tub.
I had to stick in my stomach, like, hold on, son, like we didn't get to past New Year's yet.
He ain't even let me know.
I gotta fake the gym. I ain't faked the gym yet.
You know, it's funny. Women like notorious of sucking in the stomach. Like, it's that body image again. Back to body image.
You got to.
We're notorious for a lot of things, man. You got the women out here who work out for 5-10 minutes and then decide they want to get their body done.
But that's 2019. That's 2020. That's the day we in now. Like, getting the body done is the way. Women, I think women feel like if they don't get their body done, like they're not even gonna get noticed, and that's not true
trash,
at
man.
all.
Trash. I know. I have a few friends of mine. Quite a few actually. They turned 30, and after turning 30, all of them got their body done. There might have been like 6 of them that turned 30 when they got their bodies done, and I think part of the
Talking about front and back.
front and back,
What?
ass and tits.
Ah, man. I mean, it be trash sometimes, but sometimes it don't be bad. But you know what I mean? But let me just say this. Women don't get their body done for the attention of men. They do it for themselves because they only care about how they look. You know what I mean? Not for like men's attention. For all you misogynists out there.
But I do know a lot of women who got it done. Like, damn, I'm still 30. I'm 30 now. I'm still single. Like, I tell them all the time, man. Any man looking at you for your body, for ass and titties, is not the kind of man that's gonna marry you.
Amen to that.
That's
Uncle.
not true. That's definitely not true.
Oh, really?
Physical appearance matters.
It does matter. It does
Attractiveness
matter.
matters.
Yes.
I agree, but
But
it's not the only thing,
It's not the only thing.
and
Number
it's
one,
not gonna stay.
and number 2,
That's true.
if a man wants to marry you, he's marrying you for your personality, not for your looks.
Absolutely.
So ass and titties.
We'll get him in the beginning.
It'll get his attention.
Yeah.
But what's gonna keep it? What's gonna make a man say, "Oh, you know what? I want to marry her. I want to make her my wife." It's not ass and titties.
Well, you need
Yeah.
to get the attention first, right? The ladies need to get the attention.
Fish is
Yeah, but if
bait.
you can't keep it, what's the point? Then before you know it, you done ran through like no.
Gotta-
I ain't gonna say that.
You gotta bait them in, reel them in.
You gotta reel them in, but you gotta keep them. You gotta have that personality behind it. And the problem is actually men's fault a lot of times because like a lot of niggas don't give a fuck about substance at all.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
it's just like, yo, this bitch look good. I don't give a fuck what she got going
But
on.
it goes for women too, because a lot of women out here getting babies or having babies from guys that ain't shit.
Oh yeah.
Like they talk to a nigga because he got money, he a scammer, he do fraud, he
Yeah,
play
it's
football, he sell drugs.
It's
They'll
just the
talk
way
to
of
a
the world.
nigga just
That's
because
real.
of that, and at the end of the day, be mad about it because you got a baby daddy who's not, supporting his child and not doing anything for the kid. But you got with a scammer. Bitch, you ain't got no job.
Well, some scammers be good people. They're
Some
very
of
nice
them,
people.
some of them, but a lot of them ain't. I know a lot of real, street niggas who got kids everywhere and don't take care of nothing. They ain't one of them.
Yeah,
But-
that's a lot of people, and which is sad. You got to take care of your kids. As a proud father myself.
Yeah,
Yo, Dolly, it was good.
indeed.
So check it. If you have a homeboy that's one of those dudes, is it your job as your homeboy, as the homeboy or your brother or cousin to be like, check him? Like, yo, bro, you're not taking care of your kid.
Damn right. I mean, I check him in the sense that like you must go out and take care. I'm like, fool, you tripping? You a trash can? Shit like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
cause
I make all my homeboys take accountability. I got a homeboy that cheat on his wife on a regular.
oh no,
And I be
that's
talking,
not good.
I be telling fool like, bro, you got a good woman at home. She cooks, she clean, and she take care of your shit that ain't hers. Like, nigga, tighten up. But you still
I mean,
trash
niggas
can.
do what they want, but a lot of times, like you could tell people a lot of different things, but you can't make nobody do nothing they don't want to do until
yeah.
like you get to that point and decide that like, yo, I want to be this person. This is what I want for myself. Then it don't matter. A million people would tell you the same exact thing. Barack Obama would come right now and tell a nigga stop cheating. He gonna cheat tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what do you do if your man's if he's still doing it, like it's persistent?
I mean,
Yeah.
that's his lifestyle.
That's his life.
Between him and his wife.
Yeah.
I look at it like this. She knew to an extent what type of man she was getting married to, and if she didn't, that's on her. You shouldn't, agreed to marry the guy. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna do my part and tell him what I think is right or wrong, and it's up to him, to do it or not do it. At the end of the day. But I'm not his wife, so that's between them two. I can only give my advice.
You think it's different when it's the cheating versus being absentee father? Like, let's say your man's not taking care of his kids at all. Like, is it different from him cheating on his wife?
Well, I mean, not that specifically. Like, it's not even nothing specific. To me, it's just like, I mean, first of all, everybody got ain't shit qualities about them. Like, there's something about you is trash.
I agree.
As much as you would like to tell yourself that, yo, I am great. Anybody would be happy to have me. I'm good at this. I'm good at that. There's something wrong with you that, like, you hide,
so
that
real.
you don't show people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
And everybody has their demons they fight. And everybody has their thing that they're battling, etc. You know what I mean? So it's not for you to just, like, you could say something like, fool, you tripping. Maybe you shouldn't, like, move like this. Maybe you should, like, you know what I mean? If this is not for you, try to find something different or, find another, but there's only so much you can say to that person, to me, like,
I think it matters. Like, I got guys who I consider just homeboys, and I got guys who I consider like Christian friends.
Am I your Christian friend?
So if you're part of my Christian friend, then yeah, I'll try to hold you accountable. If you're just a homeboy, I'm gonna just talk to you like a homeboy. I don't care what you do. It's not affecting me.
So what's interesting about what you just said is that some girls think that the reason that we have a lot of dudes who are like that is because not enough dudes hold them accountable. And I thought that was interesting. I don't know if that's true or not.
No, because at the end of the day, it's really none of their business. Like, it's not their, like, it's not, I could hold you accountable, but what am I holding you accountable to? You don't have my kid. You don't have my, like, I didn't marry you. You know what I mean? That's you. That's between you, and that's between him. Y'all figure it out.
Take care of your kid. Are you trying to play basketball? Or?
Yeah, what you trying to do right now? And that's just, that's the sad truth of it, so you just gotta, like, ultimately, you just gotta know who you're dealing with. Like, there's no rush, you know what I mean? There's no, I know people have in their mind, like, this timeline, this invisible timeline that haunts people, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I have to do this by this age. I have to do this by, like, you know what I mean? They have this in their mind. So, like, when it gets to a certain point, like, oh, shit, I'm 30 right now. Like, I don't really have nothing going. Like, and they start to try to force things. That's where, like, you get fucked up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think a lot of women do that a lot, They look at it like, well, damn, all my homegirls married. Everybody getting married, having kids, and now I'm 30 years old, and that time frame kick in. And I mean, for women, they do have a time frame,
And they have a lot of pressure.
It's a lot of pressure, because
they've been getting pressure since, you know what I mean? They've been 16, 17, 18. Damn, not that young, but as soon as they finish college, yo, how you not married yet? Like, I was in school. What the fuck?
Yeah.
That Nigerian pressure is funny.
Yeah.
But a lot of cultures do that, though.
That's true. It's definitely not just Nigerians, but since we're Nigerian, it's funny.
Nah, it is
You
funny.
must marry.
You must marry.
You must marry.
You don't have husband. How don't you have? You don't have husband. We will be praying by fire, by force. You
By
must
force.
get it. You must get him. You
must
get
have
him.
it. No,
that
that's
shit
too
is
funny.
kind of savage.
It is, and it's crazy when a lot of your homeboys, your family is married, and you're like, I'm the only dude not
Nigga, tell me
married.
about it.
My boy is just like that. Well, he's not like that no more, but he used to be the only one, and we all have kids, and we'd be like, yo, he ain't got no kids, but, that should be crazy.
No, it's crazy. 3 of some of my closest friends, we had a betting pool amongst the 4 of us
You are betting on
who would have the first kid. And everybody bet that I would have the first kid. That's crazy. I'm the only one without one.
Because you're a savage.
you.
Wow.
I don't even know how you Hey, you might want to get that check because I don't know, man.
You do a lot of fucking
You be
problems.
spitting blanks.
That's not me.
You be shooting blanks out there.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
That is not
Go to a doctor,
that
get it
was
checked
not
out.
Kenny.
Not I. I don't know you guys.
He said, also on board.
And Christian Soja.
I don't see
Is he
no
one of your Christian friends, Paul?
who.
Is Bommy one of your Christian friends?
You got to think about this.
No,
He went to church last night. Did you go to church last night,
I did
Paul?
not go to
No.
church.
Oh.
I did not go to church last night.
Damn.
Savages.
Where you was at like that? Well, never mind. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Savages.
But
Eating some ass.
to answer another question that was on the table, like
that
Go
that
ahead.
face.
there ain't really no pressure for me to like. I guess I'm starting to feel a little pressure. Growing up in my 20s, I ain't seen no pressure, but now I feel like okay, it's time to find somebody, settle down. Like life is hard for all of us, but I feel like
Right.
if you meet the right person, it just that those two incomes, it makes everything a lot easier.
Well, it's not just incomes. There's a lot more.
Well,
than
there's
that.
a lot that goes into it, of course, but I look like the two incomes makes life easier, so you can't avoid that.
So you getting married for financial stability or
It's
support?
not just for financial stability. Of
I mean,
course,
that's-
you got to
that's
be
the first thing you brought
compatible.
up.
That's not. Yeah, no, that's not the first thing I brought up. Remember, I said physical attractiveness earlier in the podcast.
Okay,
Yeah, that was
you
the
said
first thing
that.
I brought up, and then we said like personality, of course, but then finances is a part of it because life is hard, and we all got to live here.
No, that's true. So would you say
Miami's an expensive ass city, man.
would you say that's the most? Those are three most important things to you: physical attractiveness, financial stability, and personality.
Yes.
That was quick too. I like
That's
that.
interesting.
And
Sure.
would it be yours, Daniel?
Mine? It's definitely personality. That's very an important thing. Money, I don't really put too much stock in money. Like that shit
Yeah.
comes and goes. Like
Yeah.
I mean, I could have a whole bunch of money today. I spend that shit in 20 minutes, and then like if I don't have money, like it's good to have. Like obviously, like another layer of stress. Like if you don't have it, but it's like I don't. It's not that important to me. So definitely personality is a big one for me.
Give me two more.
Two more. Second one, I would say you have to be compatible with my people. Also, like I feel like I like to be around my people. So as long as like you can be compatible with my people, like I can't bring you around my people and like you forgot how to speak or you just be acting weird. You know what I mean? Like that's very important to me. And then like probably the last thing is just like it's probably just honesty, I guess, just faithfulness, all around faithfulness, just like keeping it G, like
Solid
what
shit.
you said it is that's what it is. Like no, I don't have to like doubt it. I don't have to like. Those are the three most important things to me.
Okay. What about you, Kenneth?
I would say friendship. I want the person that I'm with. Ideally, if I'm going to get married, I want to truthfully say that that's my best friend. Communication is a big deal because I think a lot of problems come from miscommunication. I think
fact.
one way, you think one
Absolutely.
way, and we start butting heads because we
Right.
didn't talk about it the right way.
Yeah.
And then if I had to put a third, compatibility. I know I said friendship, but the difference to me between friendship and compatibility, I could be friends with a lot of people that I can't be with. Like I got homegirls that's like, oh, yeah, I can't.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Absolutely.
So those would be my top three.
I think
That's
mine.
pretty interesting. Like beauty, money, that ain't up there.
So those things matter. I think we could build those things. Like, okay, so beauty is an interesting topic for me. So the physically best looking girl that I've ever been with in my life, in my opinion, had the worst personality. That's someone I
agree.
could
That's
not be
usually
with.
how
I agree.
But the most beautiful
same here.
person I've been with is she. I would say she's the most beautiful person inside and out. Not to be cliche about it,
Yeah,
but
no,
that's
for sure.
real.
Yeah. Like
That's dope.
she was a really good person and made her look better. Like she like
Yes.
yeah. No, I
And she
get
is
that.
physically attractive,
Yeah.
but both things make her. It's like when I look at her, I see something different in her than I saw in the person
Others,
that's like,
yeah.
oh, it was just because she got good front, good back,
Yeah,
hair,
yeah.
blah 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 blah.
etc. Yeah.
So that's you know what I mean. Not to sound cheesy.
What you saying, Mike?
Shit. So initially, my top three, one of them had to be attraction. That's the first thing that makes me step to a person.
Obviously, I knew that.
That's funny.
I know this. I know this guy. I knew he needed that attraction.
Everybody said it about me, but I think I'm trying to change that though. But I think consistency right now is my number one. That's the biggest issue I'm facing right now with dealing with women. Is that not that I'm inconsistent. I think a lot of women are inconsistent now. You know, especially in the dating pool, you got women who are like kids in candy stores. You know,
Are you always consistent?
always. So the thing about it is, I'm very consistent. Like I try to be on top of everything. If I'm interested in you, you'll see me texting you good morning. Hey, how's your day going? Good night. Hey, what are you doing? What are you up to?
Do you add beautiful? Do you say good morning, beautiful?
All that. I call them queens actually. If they black, they that. Then I call them queens. But consistency will be number one. Communication will be number two, and then I think number three would be the physical attraction.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I had to do some revamping because my priorities was fucked up.
What was
No,
the
that's
wrong
good.
ones?
Huh?
What was the wrong ones?
attraction, and
Attraction.
yeah, like it was just attraction. Like, and I realized some of the prettiest women are some of the ugliest people.
Yeah,
Oh no, that's a
definitely.
fact.
That
That's a
is
fact.
a fact.
That's
That
a
is
fact.
true.
And you know, sometimes when they look that good, like sometimes you overlook shit in the beginning.
Yeah.
You're just kind of like, oh, she look good, so I'm gonna like ignore like she's trying to tell me she's crazy. Not the fake crazy, not the like, oh, I'm crazy. Like that's stupid. Not the fake one. The ones that are actually fucking nuts. Like you ignore some of those things, some of those red flags because she looks really fucking good. And all my dogs tell me like, nah, that's a good one. You know. So
Yo, bruh, like this might even sound like little, but because I like to tell jokes and I like to laugh, the one that I was talking about earlier, one of the first signs was I'm always explaining a joke to you. I'm like, yo, you killed the punchline.
you kill the punchline
man.
because then when I explain it to you, then it's like,
Yeah.
oh,
Oh, okay.
And I just
I
looked
get
at
it.
you like, are we in the same college?
how
Like,
did you not get that? Yam head. What are you saying?
No, she was. She black, but she blonde. Like, bro, like, yo, you not all the way there.
She must have went to private school, man.
She went to the same college as I did. I'll say that.
K
much.
through 12 private school.
I don't know where she went prior
Okay.
to that.
Okay.
So, all right. So let me ask you something. I'm gonna switch a little bit here, you know, because we did touch on a little bit on women's body issues. You know what I mean? So, what do y'all think is like some like men's body image like problems? Like,
Man, I'll talk about me. Me personally, the first things I'm looking at is like I'm looking at my chest and my stomach. I'm like, oh, I don't want man boobs.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm looking
Oh,
at my
yeah.
shirt. I'm like, oh no, this look like an A cup right here. My stomach is not looking. I'm looking pregnant. I'm like, nah, bro. I need to get back on that fasting, bro.
That'll be my number one too, and then hair loss.
hair loss, yeah. I mean, hair loss is like, especially when I speak to myself, like specifically, like male body image. That's probably like one of my most annoying things because, like, for me, like I'm not bigger. Like I've always been skinny, like most of my life. You know what I mean? So like I can eat as much as I want, and I won't. Like so that's never been. But my hairline, it's like not that it goes back, but the thinning out of your hair, that shit kills me.
Yeah.
You know, that shit kills me. I hate it. Like I was using this. I started using this thing. Shout out to my boy Tony. Tony put me onto this thing to get my hair grown back right. And it's like you gotta do it every day, and it's so tedious. And then I stopped doing it, and then it went away and started thinning again. And that shit like hurts my heart because like when you bald, and now I gotta wear hats all the time, and like you know,
So
even
that's
my
what
mom
it
be
is?
making fun of me, huh?
That's what it is. That's why you got the hats.
Yeah, that's why I wear all the hats because
Okay.
my hair is thinning and it hurts me, and I feel less than myself.
Man, when you have a beard and you have the head for baldness, I say go bald. Do not LeBron James it.
Fuck
But it
that.
also depends on your head shape too.
yeah.
No,
Don't
that's
be
what I'm
looking
saying. If you got the
crazy.
head for baldness, please do it because that LeBron James, I don't know, and he got so much money. Like, bro, why are you the only one who look like
They
that?
should-
Well, he looked like he
transported the
fixed it though. He looked like he fixed it. When he was in Miami, he looked horrible.
Bro,
that
I don't
shit's
know
still
what
bad.
he's doing. And I love LeBron, but bro, what are you doing, bro?
You need to get on what Tiger was on. Tiger shit was way back here. Now this shit look like you look like a 16-year-old, man. Like, this tape is like fire.
Yo, they got this thing where they're putting your blood back into you. Like they take your blood out and then put your blood back into you. Kind of like what a lot of athletes were doing when they have a knee or ankle issues. They're doing it
Okay.
for hair growth too.
Oh, so it grows like it regrows where the areas where it's thinning out.
Supposedly, yeah.
I need to find out, but it's probably expensive. All the
Oh,
cool
super
shit is
expensive.
expensive, dog. Like, yo, I just want my hair back. I just want to be happy again.
I want to be back in my early 20s.
Well,
Paul, what's your issues right now?
I have a lot of confidence, maybe overconfidence, but maybe it's
I-
delusional confidence.
why you
but
say that?
I just have so much confidence in myself. The only thing with me is like getting in the gym is harder than it used to be. But in terms of body image, I maybe I'm just
You're
over.
perfect.
Yeah, I feel great. I got a couple of gray hairs, but it don't bother me.
I'm an Adonis.
It doesn't bother me at all. Nothing really bothers me. I feel great. So it's just I need to make sure I could get back in the gym consistently, but I have no body image issues.
All right. But I think that, you know what I think it is? I think that, like, male body image isn't talked about enough. That's the thing that I be thinking. It's like, you know, we hear about women's body, and that's why I thought it was important for us to come back to, like, men, because I feel like men do have these body issues. These, like, you know, they don't get body shamed or nothing like that, but
Yeah, so because it's you know what it is though, because it's simpler for women to have issues because they're always doing makeup, lashes, hair. So it's a whole bunch of stuff, and we objectify women. Men, you see men
Who
looking
is we?
society, bro,
Society?
not
Oh.
us. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Not us.
not us. We love
Oh,
them.
what?
Especially the black ones. Shout out to our black queens out there. Thank you for listening.
Exactly. You know what I mean? But that's why it's way more of an issue. We don't wear makeup. I get up and go. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's maybe more empathize for them. I can see that,
And I hate lashes, by the way. Them really long
Oh,
lashes.
The
Lord
really
have
long
mercy.
lashes are so stupid.
Look
Like,
like brooms on your shit, man. Like
Bruh.
I literally took a picture of a female in the car next to me, and literally, I can see her lashes through her dark tints. I swear to God, they had to be
Wow.
about 2 inches long.
Wow.
and like it don't even look like some of them look good. Like you can see like their eyeballs are more defined or whatever as the look that they're like. I think only women see it because like they put it on. I'd be like, what is
Bruh.
different?
Bruh, I never been with a girl who wore those fake lashes and they like,
I
does it
hate
look
that
good? And I'm
shit.
like, no, it doesn't. You can still wear it, whatever that's you.
Just
but no, it
mascara
doesn't.
that bitch up. Like, they be doing too much
And then
sometimes.
like, but what is the effect that's supposed to get off? We're men, so we don't know.
I have no idea.
Okay, we got to fact check them. We'll get back to y'all. We'll figure
I
it
have
out.
No idea.
That
And when they
shit
put them
ridiculous.
studs in it, y'all ever seen
Studs?
that? They put studs in the eyelashes. You never saw that?
No,
No.
I haven't seen
My thing
that.
is, the shit supposed
bro.
to look natural. Like,
What
That's
kind
my
of
thing.
ratchet-
at
Yeah.
what point do you say, okay, this is enough? Fuck this. Like, I hate seeing all the fake shit, man. Like, you go to bed with a female, she looking one way, you wake up and she looks completely different.
Ah, who are you? What are you doing
You are
here?
a different person, oh,
She's a wizard.
Oh man.
which is in these eyes. No, I hate when they have the makeup on and you see the obvious line on their neck.
Oh,
Like,
and they didn't
bruh.
blend it right. Like
Bruh.
they didn't blend it right.
Oh, yo.
What?
I know the worst imaging for men and women, in my opinion, is the bleaching, bruh.
Oh, yeah.
Bleaching,
Bleaching,
Yeah.
bruh.
but I don't really know nobody that bleaches.
But yes,
Like,
you
all right,
do,
You
bruh.
You do, you just don't know 'em.
Bruh. So check
Eh?
this out, bruh. Especially with us, with black people. Well, we're obviously the ones that's bleaching, but I'm talking about like when you see their hands be different from
Yeah.
their face.
Yeah,
They
it'd be
knuckles
crazy,
be,
yeah.
Bruh.
be dark as hell. The
That's-
hand is
what?
light, but the knuckles are dark.
Nah,
You can always tell
I
it the
hate
joints.
it.
Don't
I
don't
hate
don't
it.
don't bleach, especially
That's
my
an
lovely,
island
like-
thing, though.
That's
You think
an
so?
African thing.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
African,
Africans
but
do
it's
that.
island too. A lot of Haitians do it. A lot of Jamaicans do it.
Spanish
And a
people,
lot
especially that Sammy Sosa image. you
Oh,
know
that's
what
the
I mean?
worst.
Yeah,
And he
that's
think it look
crazy.
good.
No, because
Yeah.
the thing is they be racist, so they be thinking like, oh, if I'm closer to the whites, you know what I mean?
Bruh, you don't look white. You look alien.
You look crazy.
Bruh, you look super crazy.
I wish somebody would tell him, but it's because
People
he has
tell-
money. It's
People be
because he has
telling him,
money.
he was like, hey, Bobby, I don't know what you're talking about. You like, look good. No,
Yo,
you
that
look
is
ugly.
racist. Yo,
You-
what's that? Racist?
Hey, Bobby, I look good. Hey, I don't know what you mean. Hey, I don't know what you mean. I don't know. Bro, we know, bro. You look, dog, please. Please, sir, we respect you from our childhood. What are you doing? Like, what are you doing?
man.
My mom had a bottle. I threw it away. She was like, yo, what are you doing? She was like, you can't be throwing my stuff away. I was like, Mom, I don't want you to be one of those moms who got the bright face and then the black hands. Like,
Yeah.
what is you doing?
You were
I
helping her.
hate
And
it.
she didn't even know it.
She
That's
don't
giving
even know
back.
it.
You're a good son.
I tried. It's like, yo. I mean, shout out to all the aunties who got it, but yo,
You know, you don't have to do that. It's okay.
Yeah, that shit is,
mommy,
man.
don't do this song.
That's why I got my melanin
Wait till you
Magic Mondays now.
What is
That's
that?
my hashtag. Something I do every Monday
Oh,
on
Melanin
Instagram.
Magic Monday. So
Yeah, just because I want people to understand that you're beautiful in your own skin. You know, I like dark skinned women. I like light skinned women. I have no preference. But,
I have a preference. I love black women. Purred.
well, yeah, I mean, I only date black women. However, whatever complexion of black you are, I fuck with it.
Yeah, I never
embrace
been
it.
the
Like,
I never
beauty
been the
is beauty.
type. I never been the type. That's real. I never been the type. Like, it used to bother me when people be like, "Oh, I only like red girls." I got homeboys that's as dark as I am or darker than me. I
Oh, they only like
red.
light skinned
like-
women. That's
I
the
was like-
weirdest. Nigga, how does that work?
Like
that-
me
that
and you are
Kodak black
purple,
shit.
and I never just liked red girls. I never been like, oh, just caramel, oh, just
Pretty
dark
is pretty.
skin.
Like,
Yeah,
I,
that's the
exactly.
thing. Pretty is pretty, man. Like,
Pretty
if-
is pretty,
If you're attractive, it doesn't matter what complexion you are.
Period.
You're fine. You're fine. Like,
Exactly. Kelly Rowland is beautiful. Beyonce is beautiful. It just-
Exactly.
period.
And Beyonce doesn't get a up one or a plus one just because she's lighter than
Exactly. That's-
Kelly. Hell no.
that's weird to me. I always found that weird, bro.
But that shit always goes back to self hate. What we society puts out there is that unless you're a certain complexion, or unless your hair looks a certain way,
Then you don't look good.
that you don't look good. And that's self-hate shit, you know.
I was actually seeing something the other day. It was actually a tweet that I saw that some chick put up like her hair like with these super curls on there. She's like, "Oh, your hair is nappy right now. It just has to be moisturized." And like I seen a bunch of girls with like 4C hair saying like, "My hair could never look like that. I could put a gallon of whatever the fuck in my hair and it would never look like that." But it's talk like that make niggas think like, yo, I gotta get my hair to look like that to look good. I gotta like straighten my shit out. Perms are trash. Don't wear perms.
I don't. Guys, what guys do that? I don't see guys straightening their hair. That's like 60s, 70s.
Paul,
Black
you got your
America.
hair straightened. Didn't you have a perm?
No, I never had a perm.
Yeah, you did. You had a
Yo.
Jerry curl. They
Never,
call that boy
never.
Jerry
Yeah, that
curl.
boy
Joe
had a
Lamine.
Jerry curl.
I
Never.
definitely had a couple homies that have
Never.
Rick
perms,
Flair looking
bro.
ass.
Never.
I definitely had a couple homies that have perms,
Me
bro.
too,
Like
man.
middle
At
school.
middle school, elementary.
How
for
you
me,
get that
man.
done in middle school? You need like parental consent for that, right?
I don't know. I'm not
I'm
his
sure
daddy,
it's their
but
parents that
they
let it go.
they allowed it. That was funny. Like, yo, say you not Snoop, bro. Like, I don't know what getting the Pat Riley slick back, bro.
Slick
Oh,
back,
man.
the pretty hair.
Pimp name slick back.
Oh.
Face ass. What's wrong with you, bro? Get that off. But it was funny. I guess it was cool back then. It was
Yeah, it was cool. A lot
2020
of
now.
things that
When,
was cool
when was
back
that cool? It was not in our lifetime.
Yeah,
It
like
was.
Snoop was doing
Absolutely
it.
was.
He made
Snoop
it
Dogg
cool
had
for
it.
people to do it.
Yeah, Bow
Cat
Wow did
Williams
too.
had his fucking
Bone
thumbs
Thugs.
going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom.
That was-
boom,
hey.
boom,
Well,
boom.
I'm not gonna lie. Anything Snoop do be fly though.
It'd be cool. Like,
I'm like, but it's like it's for him. It's like
for him.
For him.
Yeah,
Everything
for
is
him.
not for everybody. And that's an important thing. I want you guys to take that away. If you don't take nothing away from this, everything is not for everybody. Just because they can do it does not mean you can do it.
if they jump off the beach, will you jump?
Will you two
Will
jump?
you too jump?
Well, I might, just in case.
He
I want to see
jumped.
what's down there. There might be something there
Hey,
that there's
bro, I
a
used to-
reason.
Hey, bro, I
everybody's
used to be
jumping.
that cat that like people are just standing around and I would run because black people always follow.
Yeah.
I used to do that because it was funny. No.
Nah.
No. But sometimes
He
though,
was
you
bored.
have to see what's there. There has to be something there. Like there's a reason everybody's running. But then you feel stupid when you're like, yo, what we run? I don't even know, bro. I was just running.
Yeah, I used to catch people like that. Yeah, and I did actually jump when somebody jumped. Like we were jumping off my homeboy roof into the pool.
Yeah, that shit
I really
sound
did do
dumb.
that.
I'm a scary ass dude. And I don't fuck with no retarded shit like that.
You don't like heights. That's what you
It's
scared.
not
You
even
scared
so much of the
heights.
heights. It's just the fact that you trying to get at me not liking to fly.
You don't like to fly?
Man, look, I travel a lot. However, I'm terrified of airplanes. I'm claustrophobic, number one, and that's really just what it is. I'm claustrophobic.
No, but it's a difference though. Like, are you scared
No.
of heights
So
though?
I'm not scared of the heights. The issue for me is just, I guess, in being in the plane, you feel trapped. Like if you're in a car accident, there's a high probability that you're going to be able to, get out of there and walk away. You don't really hear nobody, surviving plane crashes. So when I'm in there, my mind, I don't know, maybe it's anxiety or something, but my mind starts wondering, okay, like, damn, if I'm in here, like, my life is in one or two people's hands. And that I don't feel comfortable with.
Well, I mean, I do get that. I can understand that. Like, and a lot of people are just scared of flying because all I know is when that turbulence shit start kicking in, that shit, you get a little nervous sometimes.
Yeah,
I'm like,
definitely.
Man, look, I got an 8-hour flight coming up, man. Don't fuck with me.
8 hour. Yeah,
Bro,
fuck
you ever
that.
been on a plane and people were praying like loud?
Oh,
like I'm
shit.
talking about old school
That
Nigerian
is
Haitian
scary.
praying.
That's scary. That's scary. Don't be praying super loud because I'm.
No, they were
I'm
praying
nervous.
loud.
Oh, what flight was this?
This was a flight. Where was I going, bro? It was domestic because I ain't been out of the country in a long time. But they was praying. I'm talking about like loud, like how like back in the day when we was in
Nigerians
church.
pray.
Like
We must pray. We
turn
must
down
pray.
five.
We must pray.
Turn down five. I will make it. I will make it. I was like, yo,
That's crazy.
say,
Y'all
Yeah, I ain't
good?
gonna lie.
Like,
I
is
probably
that
would've
something I
passed-
should know?
I would
Y'all
have
wanna-
passed out straight up.
dog.
I don't like turbulence, man. Look,
I don't know.
Turbulence be scary. Like
What do you
sometimes
know
that
that I
should be
don't know?
because the pilot will get on the thing. Yeah, we're about to go into some turbulence, but don't worry, we're gonna be good. And
Yeah.
you go in that bitch shaking, and you bouncing up and down.
I got a
Like,
plan of action already, like legit.
Like,
If
you
that
just
shit-
fly.
That
Yeah, I
shit
know.
going down.
You're gonna
I'm
fly
going by the emergency exit. I'm jumping out right before the plane crash.
with no parachute, no nothing.
Right before the plane crash. So
You
once we
gonna die.
once we hit about 100 feet,
That is by
100
From the
100 feet is still
sky.
pretty damn high.
it's
Time
better
out,
than
time out.
than crashing into the ground.
That's
and
still
blowing
pretty
up.
high, 100 feet.
Planes stay in the sky at.
Mhm.
So you're gonna wait till you're gonna measure it. Like when you're 100 feet. Okay,
Do you know how
it's a good
fast that's
time to
going?
jump.
Yeah, but listen, in my opinion, I got a better chance of surviving that shit than actually being in the. I've never seen anybody survive a plane crash.
And what makes you think you're gonna be able to get the door open?
Tell me more.
Opening the door is not that hard. Surprisingly, no, it's not.
No. I'm not
It's
talking
not a
about
plane
that
door.
part.
When have you opened a plane door?
I mean, you watch it on the movies. What are we talking about right now?
So the planes,
He's basing his plan off the
it's
movies.
going from 33,000 feet to the ground, really fast, and you're gonna have time to open the door.
Yeah, kicking that bitch open
and measure. Okay,
thing
now
is,
that's
the
100
the shit
feet.
sound good.
I'm not
going
gonna lie.
thousands of miles an hour.
Not thousands of miles. Only about
I want to
400.
laugh so bad. That's too funny.
400.
Well, listen.
Open a door at 400.
We
you
not
can't.
have. Listen.
My cheeks are
At
hurting
some
from
point,
this.
And he's gonna know when it's at 100 feet from the
nigga,
ground.
I'm looking through the window.
Oh, are you gonna measure it?
I'm looking through the window.
Perspective.
Wait. What are we talking
I'm
about
good at
right
math
now?
right now, so I mean, I'm gonna figure this shit out. Either
You're
way,
what?
I'm jumping it out. I'm jumping out the plane. I'm not dying.
So you're
for
a
shit.
Rain Man. You know what's gonna happen.
Listen, let's just pray that day never comes. I mean,
So you're gonna okay. So let me
took the
picture this. I
limitless
want
pill.
to picture this for this. Like, so the plane is going down. It's headed down at a slant, I guess. So like it's like a fucking what that triangle calls? What A squared plus B squared C squared? You gonna
What?
see how fast it's going for you to jump out?
Oh,
The
man.
Pythagorean
I don't give a
theorem.
fuck how fast it's going. I'm jumping out. Period.
But you can't open the door.
Listen,
Yeah, you won't be able to open the door.
I've seen this shit happen in movies.
In the movies?
Yeah,
I've
You
seen
never
a
watch
lot of
Snakes on the
things.
Plane?
Did you watch The Equalizer? He did a lot of shit in the movies you can't do.
Well, listen, man, I'm going based on that.
On the movies.
I'm going based on that. We gonna figure this shit out.
Shouts out to the movies. What's the last movie y'all saw?
You never heard of special effects? You know that ain't real. It ain't real, man.
Please, Paul, just leave him. Just leave him.
You know, don't mind him.
All right, so Mike's scared of airplanes. Y'all got any phobias? Anything y'all actually scared of?
I used to be afraid of heights too, but thank the army, not anymore. Used to be afraid of dogs, not anymore. So really, no fears.
So you have
You're not
no
afraid of
fear,
dark?
and you're also a perfect human being, a perfect man.
I said I struggle. My mind isn't as tough. I don't get in the gym as often, but it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother my image that much.
So what are some of your weaknesses? Well, sometimes I'm just too perfect. I'm just too perfect.
Yeah, I guess that could be one.
Oh, are you serious right now?
Fuck this guy, narcissistic.
No. Sometimes I can see things my way, and sometimes
Sometimes.
yeah, I need a little help to see things someone else's way.
Okay. All right, but so you say you don't really have no fear. You have any fears?
Ooh, man, not to be dark, but my fear is dying.
Everybody's gonna
Yeah.
die, man.
Yeah.
Nah, hell no. That's my fear too. That and frogs.
Everybody's gonna die.
So you're scared of airplanes and you're scared of frogs.
Yeah. Them shit that climb on the walls and shit. Listen, man.
There's a lot of animals out there worse than frogs, man.
I hear you, but I ain't fucking with no frogs. Them shits jump on you and shit. Listen.
Wow.
Ribbit.
No, that's wild for real though.
That
Look
is
at your
wild.
size. Look at the size of a frog.
I don't give a fuck. Look at cockroaches.
That's
Them
what I
shits
was
go
gonna say.
them shits go
Yo.
flying. They
You're-
bring the bitch out of everybody.
Yeah, flying cockroaches
No,
is
flying
wild.
cockroaches.
It's nothing to be afraid of.
No,
what the hell?
But it's just wild
Fuck
though.
out of here.
Saying-
I mean,
It just
Creep-
make you, I don't know.
There's a difference between creepy, nasty, and I'm afraid of this thing.
I agree
no.
with that, but still, it's wild.
It's very wild.
let a
like,
roach go flying in your.
You throwing them sets up.
Yeah.
Yo,
I ain't throwing them shit. I'm running.
I'll never forget. Like I must have been like 6 or 7, and my cousin was over my house. We were over there, we was chilling, whatever. And I wanted to get something in the cupboard, and then when we opened it, like 3 of them hoes like flew out. Like I never like wanted to die so badly in my life. That was the scariest shit I've ever experienced. Like, yo, why can they fly? They're the stupidest looking creatures. Like they shouldn't be able to fly. Like those things should be like nuked
Yeah,
off
that's
the earth.
unfair. Like, no, don't fly, bro. Imagine if frogs could fly.
Them shits jump. Fuck you talking about, bro?
They could fly.
They don't jump that high,
No.
though.
The kind when you have a pool or a lake in front of you, for the most part, right? We don't have the type of frogs that hop, ribbit. It's some shit that climb walls. I call them motherfucking tree frogs.
No, we do have them that
Aren't
climb
those
walls.
geckos?
And them shits literally walk on the wall, on windows and everything. And I'm not fucking with them things,
No,
man.
they're in my shutters.
You have frogs in your shutters
There's
right now.
literally frogs in the shutters now.
Can
Yeah,
we
see.
pull one out?
And have they bitten you? Have you been injured by a frog?
Man, I don't
No,
know
I'm not
goddamn
afraid of
thing.
frogs.
So why
I
are you
don't care.
afraid of them? Like, ain't no reason to be afraid of them.
Mike said he afraid of
They're
Yeah, not
creepy.
me.
They're creepy. That's it.
He
And I
telling
don't
you.
like people.
How you gonna tell that nigga
He told you
what
not
to
to
be
be
afraid?
Hey,
afraid.
this is the same guy who ran during.
He's too big to be afraid of
This
frogs.
the same guy who ran during paintball and turned into a whole bitch.
Are you afraid of paintballing?
I'm not afraid of paintball, but how are you gonna compare paintballs to frogs? I just asked you, does the frog bite you? Does it hurt? You know paintball's gonna hurt you a little bit.
Man, but you
That's
the Army
why-
veteran, dude.
It still hurts. What the hell? It still hurts.
Real. Hey, nah, people are creepers with those paintballs, man. A dude did a drive by on us when we was coming from the park, and I was going to the gas station, and some dude, like I guess he little high school dude, because I was in like middle school at the time, drive by with a paintball gun, and I footed.
No. Don't get me wrong. Paintball, I mean, it's scary sometimes. Like I remember when we did go paintballing. Like we out there. Oh, this is our first time. We're having a great time. Well, it was my first time paintballing. Like I think other people had went before. And then when you get out there, you know, we happy go lucky, we ready to go. But then we see like these kids over here, these group of kids. They have on like jerseys. They got on like these double tap triggers, and they.
That's when we went that time.
Yeah,
When
they seem like they've done this before.
Oh, they
like,
do it all the time.
And they do it all the time regularly. I'm like, okay, so those niggas there, we don't want to fuck with them. We don't want to fuck with them because they will like shoot our shit up. Like,
Oh, no, they here to get you.
Exactly.
Oh no, it's party time with them.
So from that extent, yeah, for sure, that's kind of scary a little bit. But again, not the same as frogs or like a phobia or nothing like that. That ain't shit.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, I don't got no real phobia.
oh, you don't got no real phobia?
Except for death. Like that's a real like whoa,
Why though?
bruh. I don't know. Just ain't ready to go. Like no
I
time
don't think
soon.
anybody's ready to go, but I feel like you should be prepared for it though. Like
I agree,
mentally.
but like,
I think it's just the unknown for me. Like not knowing what happens, not knowing what the next. I guess.
you ever felt like you was gonna die? Like for
Nah.
me,
Oh, I almost died once.
I mean, I've been in situations where like it could have ended up really really bad, but for me, like I've had like anxiety attacks where I thought I was going to die. Like
from anxiety attacks.
like straight like
that bad?
I am going to die. Like I'm straight panicking. I remember the first time I had it, I called my girlfriend at the time, who was like, you know, real super Christian, and I was just like, yo, pray for me. She was like, what happened? I was like, don't ask no questions, but if you really believe like how you say you believe, I need you to pray for me right now. And then I hung up the phone, and I know that was scary because she's blowing up my phone, and I'm like really really panicking. Like I had a crazy attack.
Damn,
Did you
that's
sell the
kind of
kilos?
messed up to do that
Did I
to
do?
her. Did you tell her?
It was messed up, but I'm going through something at the time. Like I'm not thinking straight.
Yeah, so like he wasn't thinking about like how this is gonna affect her. He's just like in this moment, like
'Cause
this
I was like-
might be the end of me.
Yeah.
So like the only next person, I can understand that.
Like, I didn't want to call my mom because I'm thinking like I need to. Hopefully, I can get through this so I don't have to call my mom. So I'm like, who could I call where I could tell them what I'm going through right now? I was like, yo, I'm having straight major manic attack or whatever you call it, whatever.
So when it was all over, did you sell the kilos of cocaine or no?
Oh man,
Nah, it wasn't no drug deals. It was just, man, it was, what was I doing? Man, I was doing a gravity bong for the first time.
Oh, what?
A gravity bong.
The fuck is that?
Bro, it's a bong. So the way, you know, dude had it at the time is like he took whatever, bro. He had a bowl, put the weed up in there, and then you push the it was like a gallon of Arizona or whatever into the water. So the pressure from the water put all the smoke into your lungs.
This is science.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I ain't explaining it right, but it was like a makeshift gravity bong. And so it's a gallon full of smoke in you that I took it. I took 2 hits of it. I'm sitting down and we chill. It's a circle of us and I'm looking at everybody and all of a sudden I'm having the worst trip ever, bro. I'm talking
man, that's
about, man, yo, I'm hearing like the voices from the Peanuts gang. You know, everybody like, yum, 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 yum. Everybody's faces is changing, bro. I am super panicking. And this is something like, it might sound funny what I'm about to say. I swear I heard this Lauryn Hill song in my head, and I swear I saw credits running, and I was like, nigga, we see credits when we about to die, son? Bro. So
No, that's some high shit.
I was done. So that's why I had to call her, and I'm walking around, and I'm like, yo, please do not die alone out here, cuz go back inside, and you know, if you pass out, you know, ain't nobody ever died from no weed, so somebody will call the police or whatever.
Yeah, so the thing is, that wasn't weed, fool. That was crack.
Bro, I man,
That was crack, fool.
man,
You
But
was
no,
out
but
here
I'm not the
tripping.
only one. I've had friends who super tripped and thought they was gonna die. Like
Yeah, no, that happens
I
to a
don't
lot of
smoke
people.
that
Like,
shit.
weed is like scary. Like, no.
it can be. I mean, most of my time has been positive. So, but I've had like a few panic attacks. Like
That shit was only good for me for two things:
I'm listening.
fucking and sleeping.
It's great for. It's definitely great for sleeping.
Definitely
Yeah.
great for sleeping. Like,
Yeah.
you sleep long.
I can't do that shit any other time. No other reason. I be in my head too much. And you ever seen that how David skit?
Which
He's
one?
like, oh shit, now I'm high.
Yeah. I definitely heard that
Yeah,
one.
that shit, man. Look, that's me when I'm high. I can't think straight. I think I'm gonna get stuck like this. I'm gonna be a liability. I won't be able to focus ever again. I guess it feels like what it would be like if you had ADHD, like to the third power. I just can't focus on one thing. My mind is everywhere. I'm walking
Nah,
around
no,
in circles.
Yeah.
Every time, like it ever happened to me, like this was back in my day, because I never really smoked. Niggas that know me know I don't smoke. It's not my thing. I prefer alcohol. But like there was something that always used to happen to me that I never could explain. Like, but I used to try to explain it, but it always sounded like, yo, this is some high shit. Like
No, when you for people who smoke, they know what you're saying.
nah. And they smoked, and
Yeah.
they didn't know what the fuck
They
I
didn't know
was
what you
talking
were
about.
saying. Oh, that's crazy.
I was like, yo, we're here right now. And right now, at this moment right now, is now. In about 5 minutes, it's going to be the new meat. I'm going to remember the old meat that was like right now. That meat, that was me. That was
Oh,
right
wow.
now at that time.
But you definitely have experiences like that, bro.
And that should be, it makes so much
I-
sense.
it do
I'm
make
like,
sense.
I be counting my heartbeat. I be like, yo, what if I forget how to like make my heart beat on its own? Like it's an involuntary,
It's yo,
action. But I be like, shit, nigga. What if it forgets just how to fucking breathe or pump or anything? Like, listen, man, that shit's not for me. Give me some alcohol any day.
No, some people think that when you do things like weed or you do things like DMT and mushrooms
What
and
the fuck is
acids,
that?
Jeez, he been around them white boys too
what
long.
the fuck is DMT?
DMT, first of all, is something that you have in your body. Your liver produces it, and it makes you hallucinate. But some people think that it's a gateway into like a different reality, bro. And so some people do that. So
Like a third dimension or
Like
fourth dimension?
all of that. I was working with a dude, and he would call it trying to lose your ego. So he did it for that purpose. So you lose yourself and you become more, which is so funny, you become more self-aware. Like you're more aware of everything around you, and you're like, you're still Mike, you're still Dan, but it's like you're not Mike, you're not Dan, you're Dan, a part of the universe.
Where they sell this shit at?
Or you'd have to ask him. I've
DMT.
never done DMT, mushrooms, and none of, I know
Yeah, I ain't
people do
fucking with it.
mushrooms though.
People do them, and
People
but
do.
a lot of people say that's more natural. Like
It is.
alcohol is alcohol is horrible. Like
It
we do
is.
drink and we drink a lot, but alcohol is like it for what it is truly horrible, and it really like fucks you up. Like but a lot of people do like those drugs, and they feel, especially like weed. Weed is like they be like, oh, it's a natural substance, whatever. Like what I mean, it comes from the earth, shit like that, and like.
Yeah, some
Shit, I
people be
don't know.
talking about that they have like a this type of experience that makes them like, okay, I appreciate the world more. I see what really matters more, and that's why I'm a happier person. They even use it. Some psychiatrists are using it to get people off of addictions of like heroin and meth.
No, that's true, and it does definitely make you happier. Like it depends on your thing. Like it's not like you don't really hear about that much bad trip unless it's like bad weed. If you're smoking like actual like what I mean, you're gonna have a good time. Like unless like you don't smoke at all, like me, and they just be like, yo, I don't want to be high no more. That'd be my problem. Like when you drunk, there's steps you can take
Exactly.
to stop being drunk.
Hey,
Yeah.
Bring the
hey
shit
kids,
down.
what happened to don't do drugs? Just say no.
Oh, Dare didn't work for
Just
me, bro.
say no.
There ain't work for
What,
me either, brother.
Bruh, I mean, I remember right after doing the Dare pledge, I go outside, I see the cops smoking a cigarette, and yes, a cigarette is illegal, but it's like, bro, you just told us not to smoke.
You just
Yeah.
told us
You
that.
just told me not to smoke, and she was like, "Go inside, boy.
Go inside, boy.
That's crazy."
My elementary school professor, teacher, I still remember her. She was saying like, "Do as I say, not as I do." She would be smoking and telling us not to smoke.
A lot. Well, that's a lot of parent
What?
styles too, which is kind of trash. But
Super trash, because people really they do what you do.
they do what you do, and they follow you, and they learn from you.
Yeah.
Especially like kids and shit like that. Like they
Exactly.
learn, they like emulate, even if it's involuntary. Like
Exactly.
we have traits from our parents because that's what we learn. That's how we know how to. That's how we know how to go
Exactly.
about things. That's how we know how to handle our situations and like certain things. Like I've seen my mom, my dad do this, so like this is the first plan, that I'm going to try to execute because,
Yeah, I seen somewhere that says that men especially set the tone. So like when you walk inside your house, if you have a positive attitude, you set the tone for how the rest of that evening is going to be. Like you greet your kids with a happy face, so every time they know you're coming home, they're happy, and it's not like daddy's on the way.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
And that's actually a good point right there. Like even just that happier tone, even if it's not your kids and not your family, it's good to set that tone. Like even like you want that's what I want to be. I want to be that person that always like brings shit up. Not like, oh, this nigga coming again. You know what I mean? I don't think nobody wants to be that person, but like I think we gotta actively try to be like the like picker upper. Like this shit about to be
Exactly.
lit.
You know, like
this
your
nigga
pyramid scheming friends. Like, dawg, bro, ain't nobody finna buy that, bruh.
Nobody want to buy that shit.
Ain't nobody finna be in that, bruh.
Not my fault, you stupid.
I'm waiting for somebody to make $1 million off that I know personally, bruh. Somebody who came from the mud.
Because they got to start their own pyramid fix scheme.
We need to start a scheme.
I'm now selling batteries. I know they're $3 at the store, but if you buy these for $9, it will exponentially help you.
Some pyramid schemes do not work, bro.
I don't
Let's
even
stop
use
that.
batteries. You need these batteries.
Yeah, that's wild. When the last time I bought hurricanes.
I mean, I use batteries. My camera flash. I be needing that shit. So
I don't even know, bro. It's crazy. Like the last time I had bought batteries, I'm talking about we was throwing batteries, bro. Why we do dumb stuff when you jits? Like we throwing batteries, bro.
No,
I wasn't a jit. This was
Is
last
it like
week. But
good batteries or like after they dead?
After
Bro,
they
I don't
did,
know, bro.
it don't matter.
we was
yeah, it
throwing
don't matter.
batteries.
Like I mean, kids don't give a fuck. Like kids just be doing dumb shit.
It really do be dumb shit. Even though I said I was a kid, it really was like last week. Just throwing batteries at each other for no apparent reason. It's like, bro, I don't know.
You talk about you kids do dumb stuff. And now you saying last week you're a grown ass man. You know, kid.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. It's like we just do dumb stuff. Especially us. I think, for men, it's like, why'd you do that, man? I don't know. It was a good idea at the time. Like I wasn't thinking about that. Like, oh, why'd you say that? Oh, I don't know. It was a good idea at the time. Oh, why'd you look at her? It was a good idea at the time.
I got eyes on my head.
Shit. Well, you know what this is. This is Daniel.
Yo, it's Ken.
This is Paul.
Big Mike.
This is the Shameless Goats. We're Nigerian and biased as hell. Till next time. All right.
Done.